You are waiting to feel like it. Right now, somewhere under the surface of this morning, a quiet negotiation is running. Part of you already knows what the day needs, the hard task, the early start, the work you set up last night for exactly this hour, and another part is waiting. Waiting for a little more readiness, a little more energy, the small click of wanting to that is supposed to arrive before the doing. You are listening for motivation the way a runner listens for the starting gun. This is about the gun that never fires. The feeling you are waiting for is not coming first, and it was never supposed to. The people who actually do the work this morning are not the ones who woke up wanting to. They are the ones who stopped asking whether they wanted to at all. A former Navy commander named Jocko Willink built most of a life around a single line, and he posts the proof of it almost every morning. A photograph of his watch, usually somewhere near 4:30, taken before the rest of the world is awake. The line is the title of his field manual, Discipline Equals Freedom. But the part that matters most for this exact hour is not the slogan, it is the warning underneath it. He tells you in plain terms that motivation is the one thing you must not count on, and that discipline is what you lean on in its place. Sit with why that is not just a tough guy phrase. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are weather. They blow in on the easy mornings when you slept well and the task is interesting and the sun is already up. And they vanish on precisely the mornings that decide your life, the cold ones, the tired ones, the ones after a hard day when the work is dull and no part of you wants it. If your doing is chained to your wanting, then your life gets built only on the days the weather happens to cooperate. Discipline is what cuts that chain. It is the decision made once in advance so that it no longer has to be remade every morning against your mood. 2,000 years before that watch photo, Seneca was describing the same two kinds of people in a letter to his friend Lucilius. He wrote about men who had, in his words, forsworn the daylight, men who turned the functions of light and darkness around, who did not open their eyes heavy with yesterday until the night began to fall. He was not really writing about sleep schedules. He was writing about people who live by appetite, who do each thing only when the urge finally arrives, and who therefore are always late to their own lives. And against all of them he set one quiet figure in a single clean line. But the truly contented man, Seneca wrote, is he who awaits the dawn. Read that slowly. The contented man is not the one who feels a surge of purpose and leaps up. He is the one who is simply there already when the light comes. He awaits the dawn because rising is the right thing to do, not because some inner gun went off and told him to. His peace does not come from feeling motivated. It comes from no longer needing to. There is a cost hidden in waiting for the feeling, and Seneca named that too in the very first letter he ever sent Lucilius. While we are postponing, he wrote, life speeds by. That is what motivation hunting actually is. It is postponement wearing a respectable coat. It looks like preparation, like getting yourself ready, like waiting for the right state of mind. But every morning you spend waiting to feel like it is a morning quietly spent, subtracted from a life that is shorter than you are treating it as. The feeling was never the entry fee. The feeling was the toll you invented to delay paying the only price that works, which is starting now unready, in whatever mood you woke up in. This is the whole difference between the motivated life and the disciplined one. The motivated life asks every single morning, do I want to? And it is at the mercy of the answer. The disciplined life asked that question once, a long time ago, decided and stopped asking. It does not wait for the dawn to feel right. It awaits the dawn and gets up. See what loosens when you stop waiting for the feeling. The morning gets quieter. Half of what exhausts you before you have done anything is the negotiation itself, the long internal argument about whether you are ready. Drop the argument and the energy it was eating comes back. You are not low on motivation. You are just spending it all on the debate. The hard tasks get smaller because you stop pre-living them. The dread was never in the cold start or the early work. It was in the half hour of bracing beforehand, the waiting to feel level that made a 5-minute task feel like a mountain. Discipline skips the bracing. You do not warm up to the thing. You simply begin it and discover every time that beginning was the hard part and you already did it. And you stop outsourcing your life to your moods. A mood is a guest. It arrives, it leaves, it owes you nothing. To hand it the keys to your morning is to let the most temporary thing in you govern the most important hours you have. The disciplined person is not colder than you or more driven than you. They have just quietly taken the keys back. So get up the way the contented man awaits the dawn, without waiting to feel like it. I do not ask this morning whether I want to. I decided that a long time ago. I treat motivation as weather, and I do not build my day on the weather. I begin the hard task unready, because beginning is the part that was ever hard. I stop spending my energy on the argument and spend it on the work. I do not let a mood, the most temporary thing in me, govern my most important hours. I await the dawn, and when it comes, I am already up. That is the morning, not waiting for the feeling, discovering you never needed it. The discipline was always the freedom Jocko meant, and the dawn was always there for the one who simply rose to meet it. If this got you up, stay with this channel. Every morning the call to begin before you feel ready. And tonight, the other half of the same truth, the half almost no one believes. That rest takes more discipline than work. The Pythagoreans closed every day by auditing it line by line. Ryan Holiday calls stillness the hardest and most valuable skill there is. And the poet David Whyte writes that the dark, too, is a kind of home. Come back this evening to learn the discipline of putting the day down on purpose. Begin disciplined, end reflective. Now get up.